Welcome back to Lone Oak Farm for episode 5. Hope you're all having a great day today. Just checking in on the chickens here. At the end of the last episode, I was just starting to harvest a field of barley. I've fed that to the chickens now because they were really nearly running out of food. So yeah, we've fed them and they're all happy. And as you can see, they've laid loads of eggs for us. So we're going to take those up to Hollister Stores, funnily enough. It seems to be Hollister Stores all the time. That seems to be the best price for most things. So yeah, that's where we are going right now. I've got this field of corn to harvest. Not sure I'm going to get it done today, to be fair. I've got a silage bunker that I think is going to be ready to uncover, so that all needs to go up to the BGA, and I want all that up there in the one day because I want to see how much money I'm going to make from that. So that's quite a big job. But also I want to check out some of the equipment from the Kverneland and Vicon DLC, so we're going to be having a look at some of that as well. So to squeeze all that in one day, I don't think there's going to be a chance of harvesting that corn, to be fair. But we've done quite a lot of harvesting recently, so I'll probably get that corn harvested overnight. I'm not selling the corn, it's going to be for pig food. I've been promising to buy some pigs for quite some time now, but I am going to do it. I am. In fact, probably once I've made the money from all this silage, I'm going to be making some silage bales as well, because that is some of the equipment on the Kverneland Vicon DLC. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of money coming in today, I think. Which is good, because I didn't make a lot on the last episode. Okay then, let's see how much money we can make from these eggs. We've got 180,000 at the moment. Okay, that's alright. I thought that was all of them gone. There's only a few of them gone there. That's great. About half of them maybe. So we made 6,000 so far. Go on, get out the back there. Make me do it manually. There we go. That was about it's just under 700 per carton. That's great. And there we go. So we made just under 8,000 there for those eggs. That's okay. That is. Yeah. All right. Let's get back to the farm and we'll have a look at that silage bunker. Okay, then let's see if it's ready to. I nearly said ready to harvest. Then, if it's 100% fermented, if it is silage yet. There we go. Yes, it's unblanketed. So yeah, ready to pick the silage up and get it off to the biogas plant. I'm going to be using the milling machine. It's a mod by Chris70. I've not actually used it before, but I have seen other people using it, and it looks really useful. Basically, it's just going to pick up the silage and spit it into the trailer next to the bunker there. At least that's how I hope it's going to work. Like I say, I haven't used it before, so... Okay, is that going in? Yeah, it's going in there. It's going through the wall and through the side of the trailer, but it's still going in, so that's brilliant. That is making life so much easier. Before this mod, it was either picking it up with a bucket on a telehandler or a wheel loader or something like that, or the conveyor belt system, and it always used to stop working whenever it wanted the conveyor belt system. So saying that, this doesn't seem to be picking up anymore. What's going on here? Okay, nothing happening. It knows where the trailer is because it's aiming at it. Just going to turn the help window on, see if I'm doing something wrong. Forward lift, turn off. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. Give it another try. No, doesn't want to do it. Okay, let's have a think about it and see what solution I can come up with. Sometime later I realised that the milling machine has picked up some chaff, and that is why it wouldn't collect any more silage and it wouldn't put the chaff into the trailer that already had silage in, obviously. So I need to get rid of this chaff. There we go, put it in that trailer there, and all should be well again. In the meantime, I've tried picking up that trailer using the truck dolly, which I hate, by the way. I really can't stand using the truck dollies. That's probably because I'm useless with the truck dollies. I cannot reverse with them for my life. So, but we're going to see that in just a moment, because I'm going to have to try and do it because I've connected up to it. So anyway, yeah, at least we've sorted out the issue why I couldn't pick any silage up. So hopefully this will fill really quickly now. Let's have another try. And there we go. Yay, way better. Yeah, that's flying in there. Okay, so we're going to get this filled up, and then you're going to see me trying to reverse a truck dolly out of the silage bunker. So that should be fun. So I think I would have been able to do it with the trailer just parked on the side. I'll try that next time. But yeah, it's working really well now. I'm going through this silage so quickly. It's made what was quite a long and tedious job, yeah, quite simple really, and a lot quicker. So I was thinking I might have had an issue trying to get all of this done in one day, plus looking at the Kverneland DLC, but I don't think I am anymore. I think it's going to be okay. Then again, thinking about that, if I'm collecting the silage as quickly as I am now, is the BGA going to process it quick enough? I don't know, we'll have to see. Right, so the trailer's near enough full, and let's see what I can do with this truck dolly. Oh, it's going wrong already. Dear me, no, that's bad. That's just going to go sideways, isn't it? I've got to admit, I take my hat off to anyone who can use these things properly. It seems no matter which way I turn the wheels, it still goes sideways. But never mind. I'll tell you what I'll do. I can drop the milling machine. There we go. And now I can just pull out. Yeah, why didn't I think of that in the first place? Yay, way easier. Okay, that's great. That's the last time I'm going to use the truck dolly. You'll never see me use one of those again, I hope. I really don't like them. But there you go. So let's hook up to the truck and we'll get off to the BGA. Let's hope the rest of the episode goes a bit smoother than the start of it has done. Seems to be one thing going wrong after the other. But never mind, that's one thing that can happen with this game. You know, something can go wrong and you've got to figure out how to solve it. And that's one thing I do love about it. If there's one way of doing a job and you don't like it, or you're not very good at it or something, you can always find a different way of doing most jobs, that is. Yeah, you can do things different ways and you can do it to suit yourself, really. I've got a 59,000 litre capacity trailer, and the processor is a 50,000 litre capacity, so I'm going to have to wait for some of this silage to process. I've got the time on ×5, so as you can see there, it's processing about 50 per second, so it shouldn't be too long before I can put the rest of the silage in there. But as I was saying earlier, I'm wondering if, because I'm picking the silage up so quickly, if I'm going to get back to the farm back here before it's finished processing. So each time I come back, is there still going to be some silage in the processor? I don't know, we'll have to see. There's just over 8,000 litres of silage left in the trailer, so should be able to tip it all now. And there we go, great. So back to the farm, we'll pick another load of silage up, and I'm wondering whether to do another job in between, because then it will give the processor time to get rid of it all before I come back. I don't know, I think with this time I'll just come straight back and then we'll take it from there. Going to go back to the plan of parking the truck and trailer up next to the silage bunker, and we should be able to get all the silage straight into the trailer. Hopefully I won't have any problems like I did last time. Maybe I should have practiced using the milling machine first, but that's part of the game, isn't it? You pick up something new and you've got to figure out what to do with it first. So yeah, hopefully this time it's going to go a little smoother. Okay then, let's see how much we can get in there. I don't know if it's processed everything from last time yet, but we'll soon find out. If it's got just over 8,000 left, wow, it's only taken just over half of the trailer. So yeah, it still had quite a lot of silage processing from the last journey. So I'm going to have to hang out here for some time whilst I get the rest of the silage in there. Let's just have a look. Yeah, it's going down, but it obviously jumped back up to 50,000 litres. Okay, it hasn't taken too long, but we've got 26,000 litres left in the processor. We've got about 24,000 litres in the trailer, so hopefully it should take it all now. And 350 left in there. That'll take what, about 7 seconds to process. So should be about now. And there we go. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to get back to the farm, and I think we'll have a look at some of the Kverneland and Vicon DLC before we come back up here, and that will give the processor time to get rid of all the silage in there. I'm just going to refill the trailer first before I do anything else though. I was just trying to see how far the milling machine would reach. I was seeing if I could park it a little bit further away, but obviously not. It needs to be quite close. I want to get this stuff at the front of the silo. So yeah, we'll get the trailer parked at the back there, and this should get it in. In fact, it will do, because you can do it when the trailer's hooked up to the back. And it's not going in. Why is it not going in? And there we go. I wasn't pressing the right button. That's why it wasn't going in. It's usually the case. In this game, you think, oh, something's not working correctly. It's usually because you're pressing the wrong button. Or should I say, because I'm pressing the wrong button. But never mind. I'm just wondering how far it will reach. Can I go much further forward? Yeah, it's quite a good reach there. So I changed my mind. I seem to have been messing around with the trailer for some time whilst I was just trying to get the silage in there. So I'm thinking maybe it's just giving that extra minute or two for the silage to process. So maybe we'll get a little bit more in this time. But we will look at the Kverneland and Vicon DLC. Definitely. Just park a little bit straighter. And there we go. So let's see how much we're getting this time. Last time there was about 24,900 left, I think. So, oh, not much difference at all. Okay, maybe I was wrong. So I am going to look at the Kverneland stuff now. I'm going to lease this stuff. I'm not going to buy it just yet. I can't really afford to buy everything at the moment. I'm just looking for the Fast Baler. Where is it? Fast Bale or Fast Track Bale? I can't remember exactly what it's called. Okay, it's not here. Maybe it'll be in the Vicon. There we go. And there it is. Yes, 110,000, and it's called the Fast Bale. Okay, so there it is. You can have it in Vicon or Kverneland decals on there. I think we'll stick with the Kverneland. You can change the tyres, and I'm going to lease that for $5,610. Okay, but also I'm going to get the mower, the two mowers here. They're really good from what I can see, from what I believe. They've actually got a really good width on them. The Big M I looked up before I started recording, and that has got a working width of 9.9 meters, where this has actually got a working width of 10.2 meters. So it's only 30 centimeters more, but it's more, and it's so much cheaper. And from what I believe, it does the exact same job. You can put it in swath dropping, and whereas some of the mowers that we already have, you put them on swath dropping and they drop 3 swaths for you, and really you still need to go down with a windrower to get them into one before you start baling or collecting it, however which way you're doing it. With this one, I believe it puts it all into one. So I'm just resetting these things that I've just leased, because on this map, when you reset something, it appears back at the farm. So rather than me having to drive all the way to the shop, and back to the farm a few times with these different things. I'm just resetting them, and they will now be at the farm for me, so that's great. And hopefully that will have given this time to... No, still some time left to do, so I'll jump forward and see you then. Okay then, I've just filled the next trailer waiting to go to the BGA, but like I say, I'm going to wait for what is already in there to process. So let's have a look at this mower. I hope it does what I think I've been saying that it does, with the swath dropping. I'm just going to turn on the help window so I can make sure. Yeah, it's on widespreading at the moment. And yeah, we'll just get it opened up. Looks nice. I like the animations there. Very nice. So yeah, like I say, it's on widespreading right now. So you've got swath dropping, you've got left swath, right swath, widespreading again. So yeah, swath dropping. So let's have a look what it does. I'm going to be really impressed if I am right that it just puts it all into one swath, because at the moment the only machine that, or should I say before this, the only machine that did that was the Kverneland Vicon, and that costs 380,000. So yeah, wow, yeah, it's doing it. You can see it's all coming out into the middle layer, and that is brilliant. It's gonna make life so much easier for everybody at such a lower price than it is at the moment for the Big M. The only downside to these mowers, I'd say, it needs quite a lot of horsepower to run them. I think is it 270 or 280 horsepower to run them both together, whereas say the class ones, I think they're 230 horsepower. So most medium tractors you can run the class mowers, where you're really looking at a couple of the medium tractors, yes, but really you're looking at large tractors which do cost quite a bit more, but you're saving a lot of money by not having to buy the Big M. Got to say that I really do like that. It's worked really, really well. It was nice to use, and yeah, it's something that you can get to do the one swath drop way before you could afford the Big M. So yeah, that is really, really good there. Okay, I've done a couple more trips to the BGA, but I really wanted to show this baler off. So I've unfolded it, I've opened it up and turned it on, and I just want to see, from what I've been told, you just drive straight down and you don't have to stop, you don't have to press anything else. It makes a small bale, apparently, then pushes it into the second compartment, finishes off the bale, which then goes into the wrapping area. Yeah, it looks like that's what's just happened. So it makes the bale up to about 80% by the look of it. Then it pushes it into the second compartment, finishes it off there, pushes it into the baling, into the wrapping area, sorry, whilst it starts on the new bale for you. And there's no stopping whatsoever. I haven't pressed another button since I opened the baler up and started it up. I've just been driving straight down here, and it's making the bale, it's wrapping the bale, it's dropping the bale out of the back, with no more input from me whatsoever. So that makes things so much easier. I wouldn't say easier, because it was never difficult, but it's so much quicker is the right word. you used to have to either make the bales and then come back with a bale wrapper, or use a baler, then stop, let it wrap, let it drop, start again. And yeah, though it was okay but it just took so much longer than this is going to take. It's just made things, yeah, it's saving us a lot of time, makes life easier. Great stuff. So I've just made a bunch of silage bales in the same time, in fact quicker than I would have made the same amount of grass bales in the past. Because if I was doing grass bales in the past, I would have had to keep stopping to release the bales out of the back, whereas then I didn't stop at all. So that's a game changer in my opinion. It's great. So yeah, I'm really liking this Kverneland and Vicon stuff. I'm not going to look at anything else today. Maybe in the future we'll look at some other things. But so far, I think, yeah, that is all great. I'm going to return this stuff now so I don't have to pay any more for it in the future. But if I need to make any more silage bales, I will definitely be buying the baler. I've lost count to how many trips up to the BGA we've done today, but this is the last one. As you can see, I've only got 13,000 litres in the trailer here. That's the silage bunker completely empty now. But I've done, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 trips up here. I'm not sure. I wasn't going to show them all. It was just doing the same thing over and over again. I sold some of those silage bales that we've just made. I made about $40,000 on that. And I've saved some of the silage bales as well for making TMR. So I've got 37,000 litres in there. I'm just going to hang around and wait for that to get down to 0. We're nearly there then. Just a few more seconds. And there we go. Oh god. It still shows in the bottom of there, but the display showing 0, so it has all been processed. I just need to wait around till midnight. We'll get back to you then. As I'm sure you know, if you sell anything at the BGA, you've got to wait until midnight before you get paid for it, so we'll just clean up after the chickens whilst we're waiting. Just a few more seconds and we'll see how much we've made. Like I said, I'm going to be able to afford to start the proper livestock farming after this, I'm pretty sure. $255,685. That's great. So yeah, I've got nearly $500,000 in the bank now. So yeah, I can afford to go and get what I need. Okay, so I'm going to carry on, and I think I'll harvest that corn overnight, like I mentioned right at the start of the video. But that's about it from me for today. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. Have an amazing day.